Hi everyone, we've gone live and I didn't know. Okay, it's Graham with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We've been around almost 5 years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for many generations to come. We are now expanding our economy. That'll improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens because we give our citizens our currency every month. Anybody can become a citizen. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There's no fee, there's no obligation. We are also a non-separatist organisation and community. That means we don't put people into different groups based on what they look like, where they come from, what the gender is, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment. But that's after our opening prayer, which will only last a few minutes, probably 1 or 2 minutes at the most, and that is to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure, but that everlasting joy that is with you and can't be taken away from you. It's what everybody seeks in life. Not everybody knows what's missing from their life. A lot of people that are still looking for something, they know there's a hole inside somewhere, but they're not quite sure what it is and how to fill it. And it is that complete happiness, peace, joy that is within. And you can't buy that. The only way you can get it is through loving service to other people. And the great thing about being of loving service to other people is that it attracts into your life everything else you want and need. So you don't have to carry on chasing after money or trying to make more time in the day. It'll all start working out for you. Right, so let me welcome you, whether you are watching live now with us or whether you are watching the recording. A lot of people watch the recordings because 7 p.m. London time isn't a good time for everyone. But if you are here live, it's lovely because you can pop in your name and where you're from in the comments, and it helps people understand that we are truly global. And of course, if you've got any questions, you can pop them in the comments too, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. And then finally, if I drop clangers, which I am prone to do sometimes, you can let me know that I've done something wrong and we can put it right. Okay, let's just see who we've got here. We've got Peter from the Cameroon, Africa. We've got Norman from Doncaster, England. Lewis from Lisbon, Portugal. Ramachandra from Watford in England. Don from Vancouver Island in Canada. Rosina from Edinburgh in Scotland. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. Derek from Wado City, Nigeria. So welcome to you all, as I say, and let's get started right away with that little prayer affirmation, and then I'll tell you what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, and we got Maureen just popped in from London as well. So today we've been pretty busy. as always, I suppose. Deviani has been showing me what she's done on the mall, the shopping cart, and how it works and how we can have different categories. And I mean, it may not sound a lot because you'll have seen it in all the other places where you can buy things, okay? And you can get it from, you know, WooCommerce or Shopify or lots of places where you can get this and it's there and done for you. So why have we spent weeks getting where we are with it now? Well, the reason is because none of the packages that are available offer exactly what we want. And we have built nearly everything ourselves from the ground up. All the software is our own, with the one exception of the ShareHope plan. And we're going to change that. We are working on that now to make changes in there so that that will also be our own software. But it is really important in our mall because we have our own buyers club, which we have to factor into everything. We have, and that is the ShareHope Powerline plan. When you pay your subscription for that, that's getting you into the buyers club, a bit like being a member of Sam's Club or Costco or something like that. We also have mall credits that you get when you join the 777 plan or when you upgrade into any of the additional levels. And we have to have a way of factoring in that. And we will have digital products and we will have tangible products. And we have to have a way of differentiating between the profit margins. Obviously, if there's something that you buy for $100 but some of that is shipping cost, and you buy something else for $100 that is downloadable, I'm not saying they will have anything at those prices, but I'm just an example. Obviously, the one with the shipping cost, we won't have as much profit to play with, and we can't pay the same commissions because everything that is sold through the mall will pay our members commission. All you've got to do is refer people, and we've got an issue now which I have to think about the logic of when and how we're going to deal with the sales and allocate commissions and things. And something I really need to sleep on and meditate on tomorrow morning, because when we were discussing it today and going through them all, there were certain doubts in my mind about the best way to do one or two things. And so we need it to be exactly what we want to benefit our members. Everything we do here is for the benefit of the members. And if we're selling something, the profit is going mainly to the members. If there's anything left over, it goes into the treasury, and it will be improving the liquidity and allowing additional withdrawals in some way or other. So so that is why we are building it ourselves. So if you look at it, you won't see an awful lot of difference between some of the other shopping carts that are out there. But what goes on in the back is different, because we have to take all these things into consideration and make sure that it's going to work as it should for the members, and you'll be able to earn income from getting people to just go and have a look at the mall. And if somebody wants a new phone, you can say, well, we've got some on the mall, take a look. if somebody wants a book on dog training, oh yeah, go and have a look at our mall. We've got some books on that. You can download and, and if they buy, then you will earn a commission. And the income that you'll be able to generate in time will be quite significant from it, because we'll have all sorts of different things. And ultimately, there will be the ability to sell your own products on there. So, so the foundation has to be really solid and work in the way that we need it to work. So that's taken up quite a bit of time today. We've also had a bit of a discussion with Fund Miracles. I didn't get involved in it, but I've got a message now that I've got to go through and check on a couple of things with them. I think they're after another payment, because we paid half up front, and then there's another quarter of the payment to go when we see significant progress, and then the final payment will be when when everything is working as it should be. So I need to check on that, because I didn't find out about that till quite late this afternoon. So there you go. And then Vishal is still working on some of the suggestions that were made by Christian and implementing those. I don't know what they do, but if Christian says they're a good idea, they're a good idea. So something's going on there. If I get time, I'll discuss with Devyani what it's all about, and we'll find out what that is. And then I didn't get to the discussion with Vishal and Devyani on the Share Hope plan that we're going to be coding ourselves, and the changes in it. But I did go through it all, and of course, as nearly always happens, I say, okay, this wasn't very clear, and so a lot of it's been made clearer than I made it initially. It doesn't mean that it will be fully understood by the developers yet, because that's what the discussion's about. I need to say, we need to go through it point by point. Do you understand this? Okay, well, what is it? What, because if we don't get that understanding right, we have something produced that isn't what we want. So it's an important stage in the development, is to get that totally clarified. And as I say, I spent quite a bit of time today going through it all again and clearing up a few points, and I actually found things that I didn't think were right, and I've modified a couple of things, and so it's all coming together, but we're not there. We're not there yet. I don't know how long it'll take to do the coding on that. I need to find out where Vishal's up to with those things from Christian. So I'll get on to Devyani about that tomorrow. Also, I did a lot of stuff that Ram wanted for the recruitment tool that he's building. And he thinks he's got what's needed now, but I don't think he has. I don't know from what he was, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I think there's still, he's still going to need something more. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay. But anyway, he reckons he may well have it all, and he's been working on it and things, and we'll see how it all goes on. We've got Andrew in from New Zealand, and Derek from West Palm Beach in Florida, and Ahmad from Abuja in Nigeria. So welcome to the latecomers. We got Leon in from California, and he says he was excited about something. Oh, I think because he was the sponsor of somebody that got a random withdrawal yesterday. I was so excited that my referral scored in the drawing yesterday. We say it's awesome. Thank you, Leon. Yeah, I told you when it came up, I knew Power of One. I said, okay, we knew who that was. So I was pleased as well, because it's nice when we get people that we know on there. But it's nice when we get people we don't know. I mean, it's lovely when I'm paying out these withdrawals and we get to their available cash wallet and they've never had an entry in it. And all of a sudden, boom, they've got money. So it's exciting. It is exciting. It's exciting for me anyway. There's nothing I like better than paying out the money. If I could pay you all every day, I would. I know you don't believe me, some of you, but it is a fact. Somebody asked me about some of the things that I've got on my t-shirts as well. And you can ignore them all, because these things, if they've got things on them, they've either been gifts from somebody or we picked them up in a charity store or something like that. Nothing to do with me. Okay, right. Let's do the numbers before I forget to do them. I don't think they are too exciting, but not too bad. Now we've got an increase of 68 in the 777 plan members. We now have 32,672. We've got an increase of just 3 in our registered members to 51,010. We actually got to over 51,000 yesterday. Took a long time to get there, but we're there. See how long it takes us to get to 52. Hopefully with the full launch of the Easy Team Builder, I mean, it's there and it's available now, but as we start using the recruitment tools and various other things and get more training in there, it's all a question of time and to do that. But then hopefully we'll start to see some real growth. But anyway, where did I say? 51,010. We have an increase of 3 also in our active member count, 2,708. That doesn't tally with the. Anyway, I'll get it all sorted out sooner or later. Then we have an increase of 6 in the ShareHope Powerline Plan paid members, up to 537, and an increase of a few cents logging in to Multiply Visa for the revenue share. Took the bonus pool up another $1 to $10,663.16. Okay, so those are the numbers, and that's really what's been going on development-wise. A lot of work going on. We've got Eric in as well. Just spotted him come in from Quebec in Canada. Right, what else? What else? Yeah. When you look at those numbers and the slow growth that we're experiencing, it's all right if it's slow, as long as we're growing. but it should be growing a bit faster than it is. When you look at the growth of Vibe, it's really growing very quickly. And everybody that isn't in, the longer they delay, the more they're missing out. Because there's, I did have a look, but I've forgotten. they've got 12,800 members now. So they put in nearly 5,000 members in 3 days. If it grows, continues to grow at that rate, you will find if you got in earlier on, you will find you will have a lot of people in your matrix the day that they launch. And people in your matrix mean money in your pocket, basically. It's difficult to even contemplate what it could be, because they talk about up to $40 for referral payments, and they talk about up to $5, or $5 or $3, depending on the package. So, I mean, if everybody's at $3, let's suppose you've got a downline of 100 people, and they're all at the $3 level instead of some being at $5 and some being at $3. It's $300. But to get a downline of 100 people, you're only looking at a small part of your matrix. You know, just those first. Well, what is it? It's 3, 9, 27, 81. 4 levels out of the 10. They're the fastest ones to fill. But you get the next one filled, and there's 280 people on there. So, you know, you're looking at 600 people when you've got that 5th level filled. And once again, if it's only at that $3 level, it's $1,800, isn't it? And you can get there without any referrals or doing anything, just being in the matrix. That is as far as you can get in the matrix, that level. So as a totally passive member. But if you introduce just one person, I think it opens up the next level. Now, to get just 300 or 600 people in your matrix, if you were in early, I think you're going to see a lot more than that, because they're going to fill this matrix and be filling more levels below what they show. So your personal matrix is going to be filling up 5, 6, 7 levels. I don't think many people will get to 10 levels, but some of you may. But it all depends on when you actually get in. And if you were in the pre-launch before they launched the links, you're definitely in above the last 5,000 people that came in. Now, those 5,000 people are going to be spread along levels, but they're still filling up your levels, you know. And it's going to put a lot of money into a lot of people's pockets on the 17th of February. So it is growing very quickly. Will it slow down? Will it speed up? Who knows? It'll probably carry on at about this rate, if my expectations are right, for probably another 3, 4, 5 days. And then it'll go one of two ways. It'll either do what most do, and that is it'll tail off a bit and slow down, or it'll do what occasionally happens, and it'll explode and grow even faster. So it is very exciting for you to be in that. And if you're not in it, get in it. And don't delay. The longer you delay, the more people you're missing out on. Every minute there are people joining. If you look at the Telegram group, they have the information. You'll see them coming in, 2, 3 every minute of every day, of every hour of every day. Occasionally there'll be a bit of a lapse and there'll only be one comes in a couple of minutes, but more often than not, 2 or 3 are coming in every minute. So get in and get everybody you know in there as soon as you possibly can, because they'll benefit from it. There are still a lot of days to go before they launch. So there'll be a lot more people in. It's going to fill a lot of levels for everybody. Even the ones that are getting in just today are going to see significant income on that launch day. Okay. I don't know what happened to trigger in my mind, but I was talking about, or talking to myself or whatever, I don't know, about being a champion. I once heard a talk, and I can't remember the name of the guy, but he was a basketball coach, and he was talking about what it takes to be a champion, the characteristics of a champion, or whatever it is. I don't know. I can't remember the title of it. It had champion in the title of his training, and I can't remember his name, and I can't remember what the full title was. Otherwise, I could probably look it up and find it. But one of the major things that I took from that talk, which lasted about an hour, was commitment. People say, yeah, I'm committed to success. I'm committed to do it. I'm committed to change my life. I'm committed to, and they don't really mean it. Because commitment, and this is what I took from it, commitment is doing what you said you would do long after the mood has passed in which you said it. So in other words, you can be motivated right now and you say, yeah, wow, let me get in. I'm going to rock the world. It's, and gradually that enthusiasm wanes. And after a while, you find that really you weren't committed, because you're making excuses. You say, oh, well, I can't afford the time to go any longer. I'll do it in my own time. People telling me that, I shouldn't be doing it because it's a scam and I've got these other things to do and whatever. All the excuses will come out rather than that commitment. But commitment is doing what you said you would do long after the mood in which you said it, that great euphoric moment when you said, yeah, let me in, boom. Long after that mood has passed. That is what commitment is. It's saying, okay, I don't care what's going on. I don't care how much success or failure I've seen. I don't care what's happened. I don't care who says what. I made a commitment and I'm going to stick to it, and I'm going to do it regardless of what anybody says, whatever happens, whatever goes on. I am going to walk that path, and I'm not going to deviate from that path. You might knock me off it a little bit, but I'm getting back on it. That is commitment. It's never, ever finding an excuse not to do what you said you would do. And I was thinking about it, and I don't know why, but then came to my mind, I don't know whether you call it a song, whether you call it rap, whatever, but it was the Hall of Fame, and it was done by will.i.am, and I think probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, maybe 10 years ago, I don't know. And I was brought up on Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra and people like that. So it's not really my type of music, but it always did affect me, and I really liked it. It's very punchy, and I'm not going to play it now because it may infringe copyright and get us shut down, because I've had that experience in the past with when I've been on the broadcast. But I have got it ready, so at the end of when we've finished everything, I'm going to play it, and if we get shut down, we get shut down. But I will put a link in for you. I think I've got a link for it. And it has got quite a nice melody to it, actually, despite the upbeat type of thing. But I'll put the link in, and you can listen to it, and listen to it every day, because it's good, and repetition is so important. When you want to change something, repetition is really, really important. The more you repeat something to yourself with enthusiasm, and something with music and a bit of punch and power gets into you very easily. And after a certain amount of repetition, it goes beyond the conscious mind into the subconscious, and it can start doing big things for you in that subconscious. But you keep repeating it and repeating it, and it goes beyond the subconscious. It gets into the superconscious. And once you get into that superconscious mind, nothing can stop it. It manifests. So repetition is good. So if you feel that it is something that gives you a bit of energy, play it several times every day. Listen to it every day. And let it sink really in, because you can be a champion. We can all be champions. We can all do more than we believe we have the ability to do. None of us will ever reach our potential. I say none of us. There are perhaps one in a few million that do reach their potential. And I'm not talking about making money. I'm not talking about people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and people like that. I'm talking about people that go beyond the wealth. They may not have a lot of money, but they have more within them. They have more power. They can actually do things that you and I can't do, in the way of using their mind and manifesting things. And it is something that I am told anybody could achieve, but it's a hard road. Okay, so when you think that there's some obstacle in your way, or something too difficult for you, or you have the power to overcome whatever it is. Whatever obstacle, whatever difficulty you face, you have more than enough power to overcome it. Okay, I got Bozina in asking a question, or making a comment or something. When will the feeder for the VYB be implemented? It would be good if the members who can't afford the product purchase could start earning and securing a fee as soon as possible. No idea, Bozina. It's an idea of mine. We don't have the development potential to build it at the moment, because there are other things going on. But it is something that I will discuss with Devyani, see how long it would take. It will be relatively simple, so I don't think it would be too complicated, and it may be that we can take a day out of time, or 2 days, or whatever it'll take, and get it done. But there are things ongoing at the moment which are even more important, really, because I want the Easy Team Builder to have that recruitment tool. Because even if you're only bringing in one person a month and you are consistent with that, you can build a significant network, business, and income. And once you start bringing in one person a month, you'll find it easier to bring in more than one. And that will help a lot of people that have struggled in the past. And so that is one of the priorities. We've got RAM on that at the moment. So there are things that we're doing, and it needs a little bit of thought in how it will apply. Mazina, it's not going to get forgotten. But what we need is that just as a part of the blueprint that will be available to anybody that wants to follow it. So that will be a part of it. But there will be a lot of people that will be able to afford to get in. Particularly, even if let's suppose the plan is $120 or something like that for that lower cost package. I have no idea what it'll cost. I'm just guessing. Okay, let's guess at $120. If you've got a matrix position and it shows that you've got $1,000 in commissions once you pay your product cost, you're going to find $120 somehow. So the people that are getting in now, they're going to have that ability. They're going to lock in their position. They've got to find $25 to do that. The feeder will not do anything for that. They're going to have to find $25 to lock in their position. But when they lock it in, and then on the 17th, when they see what their potential commission is, they'll find a way to get the money. It's a funny thing, people will cost justify something even that they can't afford. A lot of people have a television. I have a television. It's never switched on. It's not even plugged in. In fact, it needs giving away to a charity shop or something because we never use it. We've had it for I don't know how long, and it's never even switched on. The only thing we occasionally use it for is if we've got a CD of some personal development program or something. We plug that into the thing and we watch that on a bigger screen. But people have TVs. Most families have TVs, and they might be broke, struggling to make ends meet. Now the TV breaks down, and they get somebody in from the shop, and they say, "Oh no, it's had it. Nothing you can do with it. Throw it away." And a new TV costs, no idea what it costs now, but $100, $200, $300. Somehow they'll find that money for the TV because people buy what they want, not necessarily what they need. They might need to fix the roof because they've got a leak, but they'll put a bucket under there and they'll go and get that TV because that's what they want. They will always find a way, even if they haven't got the money. And the funny thing about spending money is cleans you out and puts you in debt, but somehow there's always enough to carry on one way or another. And so, yeah, the feeder will be a part of the blueprint and an important part, but the people that are getting in now will find the money when they see what their income will be. Okay, let's move on. What are we moving on to? We're moving on to giving money away, aren't we? Okay, so let's do a screen share of the thingamabob. What's it called? Random.org. Let me make sure I've got it. Random.org. I have got it somewhere. Here we go, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I can do a screen share of that. Okay, let's do it. I've got the numbers in 2 and 2171. The spreadsheet is there and it is ready. All we've got to do is pick a couple of numbers. So generate and boom. The first one is 261, I think. Let me put my glasses on so I don't get them wrong. 261, yeah. Let me put that in the spreadsheet. $261, and then let's do another. Boom, 1139. Okay, so we can stop sharing that. It's 1139 going into the spreadsheet, and we can do a screen share now for the spreadsheet. Okay, there it is. We'll be doing 2 today, 2 tomorrow. We'll be doing 2 on Wednesday, but we'll be doing an extra one for the Easy Team Builder. So if you've got people that aren't in the Easy Team Builder, get them in by Wednesday, because Wednesday we'll be doing $1,000 draw for that. It's up to $1,000. It's 400 for being in the Easy Team Builder, 400 for being a paid member of the ShareHope plan. What's that? That's 800. It's 100 for the 777 plan and 100 for the Poverty Crusher plan. So it's up to $1,000 if you're in all 4. Okay, we'll be doing that on Wednesday. So people need to get into the Easy Team Builder. If they're not in it, get in by Wednesday. Right, we're going to look for these 261. Better put these back on so I get the right one. 261 right at the top there. And I know the name Maribos. I can't think who it is, but I know the name. So it's a good sponsor. They're definitely in. I know that. Okay, so that is that one, and the next one is 1139. Let's find that one. So 1139. That one is a $60 one. I forget me copy option. Copy. That's a $60 one. That goes in there. 1139 261, correct. Okay. This one at the top is in everything. That's $150. Well done. And this one is just $60. for $40 for being in an Active Elite, $20 for being in the 777 plan. If you're in everything, it's $150. Okay, let's just make those so we can see who they are. And it's Veldhai 1 is the member for the $150. Marebos is the sponsor for the $150. Pfizer 12 is the winner of $60. Jaludin is the sponsor. I don't know whether the sponsor Jaludin will be in here or not, but if he is, he's got a matching $60 payment. Let me save that. We'll get those paid by tomorrow sometime, usually fairly early in the morning, but can't guarantee that. Depends on what crops up. So there we go. Those are your winners for today. And if I can get back, here we go. Right. So Lewis is congratulating the winners. We all congratulate the winners. Well done. And commiserations for the people that didn't win anything yet. Your turn will come. Okay. Right. The more people you refer, the better chance you've got of winning, because you've got a better chance of winning something as a sponsor than as the member. Because, well, if you only refer one person, it doubles your chances of winning, because you've got a chance for being the member yourself and then the one that you've referred. So you've got twice as many chances of winning if you only refer one person. But we've got people that have sponsored several people, and they've won several times through that sponsorship. So get out there, get people in. It's not that hard to do. Be a champion, okay? Get out there, share love and abundance. Do what you know you need to be doing. Be of loving service and go the extra mile. And I'll be here same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in Facebook. I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile.